Well, hey there folks, welcome back to Middleburgh here on Farming Simulator 22. You see, it is raining cats and dogs. And we're also in September. Last episode, we ended in July. So I've gone through the month of August. Done a few things around the farm here. You see I have equipment scattered about. We got this tractor and trailer here. We got a lot of things we just been taking care of animals, taking care of productions. Sold a little bit. You see we're up to almost $78,000. But today we have something we're going to do. Take a look at the map. Zoom in here on our fields. Activate the grass. And it is ready. All of the grass that we have planted is ready to be harvested. So, first things first is I'm going to sell the baler. I know I just bought the thing, the old New Holland baler. Let's get over here to the shop. I sent it down here with a helper, but I'm going with something different. I talked earlier on about going with a square baler, and I have found one that will work. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing fixed back up nice and spiffy, and we're going to get it sold. All right, and then now I'm going to buy the new baler. So we're going to go down here and we're going to get this one here. This is Crone, big pack. Let's see. Whoa, that's $2,000 for tires. These modders have got to quit. I mean, good grief. These tires are so expensive. We're just going to go with the standard there. We'll leave the color of that, and I'm good with that. Buy at $12,000. Actually cheaper than the round baler that I had. So that works out. Would this tractor pull that baler? That I don't know. Let's get over here and see what happens. Oh, that is a big baler to hook up to this tractor. I'm telling you, this is the little tractor that can. It's awesome. Nothing phases it. That is so cool. Alright, so let me get someone to drive this back to the house for me. Alright, let's let him go, and while that's happening, which tractor do we want to use? This one here? Maybe, but let's go ahead and move the truck out of the way, because that tractor's going to show up here, and I'll sit there and wait. So I did end up putting some more barley in the production facility. I think around 8,000 liters, if I remember correctly. We got that in there to make more flour. Let's see, what else did we do? We sold several loads of pallets down at the sell point. So not a whole lot going on. It was kind of a slow month, the month of August. I started to plant some canola in the oat field, but then I decided against it because I think I may want to do something a little different out there. I did go ahead and put some more lime out on that field just to have it topped off. But other than that, it really wasn't a whole lot going on. Oh, I did lease a stump grinder and took care of all the stumps up here on the top of the field. So as a matter of fact, when I get up here to the top, I may actually end up mowing outside of the field a little bit, because there's a rather large area up there that has grass in it, natural grass. So I'm going to go ahead and mow that as well. Just expand what we are getting here. We'll get up here to the top and I'll show you what it looks like now that things have been cleaned up. Yeah, forget about that. Land access. It's still giving me the error. Huh. Yeah, after coming up here and going ahead and cleaning up the stumps, I went ahead and took the landscape tool to the grass or to the bushes and got those cleaned up out of here. So you see, let me zoom out here. It's a pretty big area of grass back here. Let me check the map here and see if I am going the right way. Yeah, so it must angle a little bit that direction. I actually don't need to cut too much back here because I do have trees laying down. So let me just make a loop here. So I do have some trees still on the ground back here. I need to get those up. Went ahead and cut those and then took care of the stumps. But a couple more trees like these two right here would actually open it up really nicely. And potentially could be plowed up and got a little bit more space on that field. So big area up here on the mountainside that I've cut into the trees. It just gives a little extra grass this go around. Now being is September, I'm not sure if I'm going to get another cutting of grass. I think I will. I don't know if it's going to get to the full height. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Hopefully we will. That would be good. Yeah, I know I should have lifted the bush hog there, backing up. But I didn't. I'm sorry. I'll jump in first person view here and drive for a minute like this. Let's see how the bush hog is. Yeah, it's about as wide as the tractor tires there, so we just keep these front tires here on the edge of the field. Should be good. Now it is raining, so I know trying to make hay in the rain is not realistic. Hopefully it'll stop raining here in a little bit, but we are going to go ahead and make some more, or try to make some more silage. Now that we have the other baler, it should work just fine. Well, I hope it will. I have not tested it, so this could be another fiasco, but hopefully it won't. If something happens and I can't get these bales to go through that wrapper, I'm giving up. I'm giving up on the silage. I think I need to feed the cows too. We are going to have to get a worker set up here. I need to check those cows. I think they need some food. Of course, they don't eat straight silage. We'd either have to mix it with something. I don't have anything to mix it with. So we desperately need some hay bales. And so that's what we're going to try to get to today. If we can get it dried out and baled up, we need some hay. I don't have a tedder. I will need to get a tedder. So a smooth riding tractor here. It's really nice just driving along. 9 miles an hour. Not too bad. I don't like how the camera does on these hills. It wants to end up going down, looking down as you go up the hill. It's an odd feature. I don't know how to turn that off or to change that. always end up looking at the floorboard of the tractor, and I'm not even moving the camera. See, now the camera's panning upwards. I think it's something to do with it trying to maintain level on the horizon. But it acts a little strange in cab here. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and hop out here. Outside the tractor so I can see what's going on. I tell you, the rain sounds of the new game is so relaxing, especially when you're in the cab of the tractor. You hear it pitter-patting on the roof. You got the wipers going. Well, this tractor doesn't have wipers, it appears, but some of them will have the wipers thumping back and forth. It is really, really peaceful. I do enjoy the sounds of the rain and the thunder in Farm Sim 22. All right, we've got a couple headlands there. I do have that grass there on the top of the hill. We don't need to get that manually taken care of, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see about letting a worker do some of this for us. And then I need to buy a tedder at some point, but I don't need it just yet. I think what I'll do is I want to make this field with silage, and then we'll make some hay on the other field. But let's check the cows real quick before we go too far. Chickens are full. I filled them up with food. Yeah, the cows are down to 2,700 liters of hay. But I did have some baby cows. Let's see, we had one here, a Holstein, which is 2 months old. Here's another one, 2 months old. There is one that is, just a newborn. A bunch of newborns, 5 newborns. So we've got some baby cows on the farm. That is really neat. So let me check real quick, make sure I don't have a tedder. It doesn't look like I do, so that is good. All right, so let's go ahead and grab another tractor here. I think we're going to try the little New Holland. And see if it'll pull the hay rake. I don't see why it shouldn't. It should do just fine. I guess I'll just start on this side here. See, does it need to make another pass? It wouldn't hurt, would it? Well, maybe I'll just wait a second. Oh man, he got all into the straw bales there. Doesn't even care. Just knock them down there. Alright, we'll get lined up over here on this side and see if this thing will work. I'm expecting it to have no issues, and it does not appear that it is. So this tractor does not have any rear lights, and the front lights are actually not that great. But it is pulling this along just fine. So we'll go ahead and make a pass up around here. Grass work in the rain. stop here and see what this tractor's doing here. Why is it turning around so far back here? All right, well that is going along. So let's see, what do we have up here? Yeah, I'm kind of out of space here, so I'm just going to wait right here. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and buy a tedder. First, let me check the used vehicle sale. I hadn't checked that yet this morning. Could pick up a semi truck there. There's a grape wagon for when we get moved over to the new farm. Another semi truck. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that stuff, but we're going to go ahead and pick up a tedder. Let's see. Now, one of these I end up having trouble with, and I don't remember which one. I think we will just go with, let's see. Let's go with this Vicon here. For some reason, that seems to be the one I have trouble with, but I can't remember for sure. Yeah, we'll just go with that one. All right, we got that bought, and I'm going to go ahead and send a tractor down to the shop while I am waiting on the mower to do a little work for me. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this trailer out of the way just in case we need to get through there. So I did sell most of the greenhouse products. Did put some into the production chain, some more tomatoes and lettuce. I did stop making cheese. I added bread because milk is not able to keep up with the production. So I had both the strawberry ice cream and the cheese being produced using the milk, and it was not able to keep up. So I ended up stopping the cheese production, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send the little 8N back down there because it will probably be better at running the tedder, and then I can use the bigger tractor here for the baler. So I'm starting, if you probably noticed, but I am starting to use a lot more helpers here on this playthrough, mainly because I got so much going on. As things are starting to move pretty quickly, and I do want to keep the pace going. I mean, we're one-day seasons, so I do want to keep things moving along. So as we get bigger and start doing more and more things, obviously we are going to have more going on. So I'm using the helpers. It was my intent to do so on this playthrough. So we are letting them do their thing. So I did make one pass here with the windrow, so let's go ahead and see what this baler will do. So this one, I actually can change the size, 220, 240, or 180. So we're actually going to, let's go with the big bales. I want the big bales to try and reduce how many we're having to. And I'm pretty sure that that wrapper will handle 240. Let's just double check. It says it will, 180 to 240. So, crossing my fingers here that this works. Matter of fact, what I will do, before we get too many baled, I am going to test it. We'll get this first bale made up here. All right, there we go. And we'll just eject it. And I need... Ooh, this thing is not going to be able to hold it. I don't think. Let's see, what do we do here? We'll just go get the skid steer. It's a little bit slower, but it should be able to pick up the bale. It didn't have any trouble before. Haven't got a weight yet for that New Holland. I don't know what to do with that. I'm actually a little bit disappointed in that small tractor. In real life, that tractor would have no problem picking up a round bale like we had in the field. So I don't know why it won't pick it up, especially with the weights on the tires. I don't know. It's a little bit funky, that tractor. I like it. I like the style and everything about it, except for the fact it won't pick up the bales. And it doesn't appear that our little skid steer here is going to have very good luck. Let's see. Let's get this thing from the side. Yeah, that is heavy. That's a heavy bale. Of course, this one is a big bale. This is 240 centimeters, so it is packed really, really densely. But let's just see what happens here, if this thing will pick it up. Ooh. Let's get a little closer here and see if we can't get this in there. So this is going to be another issue with these bales. I don't have anything that is strong enough to lift them effectively. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, it is working. It is working. Yes. Yes. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Did it finish? Oh, I guess it'll finish with the next bale. Okay. Whew. That is good news. All right, so we have the helper here going along with the grass. We'll let that continue. We've got this guy down here. Let's go ahead and get this in motion. I will tell you, I did have the Kubota DLC turned on. And yesterday in game, the August month. Oh, and the rain just stopped. The used vehicle sale ended up showing a Kubota M8. And I'm so tempted. It was like $72,000. And I was really, really tempted to buy it. But I want to hold true to my New Holland theme here. I want to really go that route. Man, it was difficult. I almost bought that Kubota. I thought it would be perfect for the farm, but I did not. So, matter of fact, I went ahead and uninstalled, well, unselected that DLC just so no more would pop in. So we have the mower going here, And I need a little bit more space before I can start really going at the raking. So I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this little section here. I'll get it done, and then I'll work on the top side up there where there is no field, where I had mowed the meadow grass. And then once that's done, I'll let a worker probably finish up that area up there that is actually filled. And I'll start raking and try to get most of it raked, or I may end up letting Courseplay rake some of it for me, and then I will jump on the baler. Probably gonna have to use this tractor with a baler, so we'll have to switch over. That other Ford struggles a bit going up the hill with the baler, so we will just use this one here. It has a little bit more horsepower. And then, a matter of fact, we'll probably swap that tractor with the bush hog too. And then that way we can get some bales made up. And I'm going to have to figure out some way to be able to pick those bales up. I may end up just having to get a weight for that New Holland and see if that won't do the trick. And then we'll get these things put in the wrapper today, hopefully. And then after that, we got another field to do. We'll get that mowed up, and then we're going to probably run the tedder over that whole thing. I think I'm going to make that whole field hay, and then we have got to get these cows some food. They're going to be running out of food really, really quickly, so I got to get moving on this. So let me do a little bit of work off screen here. I'll bring it back in, and we'll see what kind of progress we made. Well, we're back here in the little New Holland. Oh, I hit the tree. You see, we do have a nice little stack of bales here. These are all of the grass bales off the field. This field here is done. Got it all mowed, raked, baled, and picked up here over by the wrapper. And you notice on the little New Holland, I have a big old weight. It is an 1100 kilogram weight, and it's not enough. It's just not enough. This tractor just doesn't have enough weight to handle these bales effectively. It will do it. We're able to make do, but it is not ideal by any means. Don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know what I'm going to do. We have the little skid steer. It doesn't pick up a bale. We've got the tractor here that barely picks up a bale. So maybe looking at something else to do here with these bales as far as... So maybe looking at another piece of equipment at some point in the near future, trying to be able to handle these bales a little bit better, because this is not going to cut it. We do have the other field, the other grass field mowed already. Got a helper over there running the tedder, and should be very close to being done. So once that is done, we'll hop over there and take over. I'm going to have to do a little bit of tedding around the outside of the field where I mowed a little extra. And then once we're done with that, we'll get a helper set up on Courseplay using the rake, and then that way we can use that to help us out with a little bit of baling if I choose. So right now we're just loading up the wrapper. It's a little bit slow go. I have to be real careful. One bale at a time. And the other problem is these daggum trees right here beside this baler, or right here beside the wrapper, is in the way. See, they're just lifting up on that. See, it's lifting the back of the tractor up. It's just too heavy. Or the tractor's too light. One or the other. Alright, looks like the helper's done, so let's hop over there and see about getting him squared away. Alright, looks like he did a pretty good job. We're going to grab some of this grass here along the outside edge. Got one little spot here. Alright. We'll get lowered back down and head up this way. Got a little bit to go around the outside of the field. This was just outside of the field that I mowed just to get a little extra grass. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've looked at a few options. We do have some skid steers that are a little heavier than the one I have. Potentially pick up one of those. They're very maneuverable, very useful around the farm. I could go up to a telehandler, which would handle those bales with no problem. I may be able to pick up 2 at a time, possibly even 3, depending on which telehandler I went with. Or we could even upgrade even further and go up to a wheel loader. Now that is going to be a little bit more difficult, not quite as much finesse with the wheel loader, but it would work. It would have no trouble picking up the bales. The other option I've looked at is, I got $71,000 right now. We're about to make some more money after we sell some more products here soon. So I'm sitting at $71,000. Potentially I could sell off a few of these tractors if I was to upgrade. Kind of just trade in some of these smaller ones, 2 or 3 of them, on a larger tractor. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So I am going to go around the outside of this field, because actually where I am raking right now is outside the field boundary. So we're going to go around probably twice and get that raked up. And then what I'll do is set up a Courseplay helper, and we'll record a course and let him run around, and then that way we can use a helper for the baling, or for at least part of it, because I do need to get back over and get some more bales into the wrapper, because we want to get those fermenting so they all come off fairly close to the same time, because I think what I'm going to do is sell all of those bales. They're the larger bales, and it'll be fewer trips. Alright, I'll just keep the silage bales that I already have over by the cows. Now these hay bales I am not going to make as big as I did on the silage bales, because we will be using this to mix for TMR. So depending on how I do that, I may use a mechanical mixer, may put in a production facility that does it for us. But either way, I want to go with probably the middle-sized bale on that. That way we can mix with the silage and won't have our ratio too far off. So this is our second pass around the field here, and it looks like we are inside the field boundary based on the grass texture there. So I know over here on this far side I've mowed quite a bit outside the field boundary. Yeah, it looks like we're about half on, half off right here. And then as we get up this way, we're pretty much all the way inside the field boundary. So 2 passes will do it around the outside, and that'll get us inside of the field, and then we can go ahead and let a helper take over from there. All right, so we have got all the way around the field, and let's go ahead and start up a course here. And we're going to do just show one headland, and we are good there, good there. So let's generate the course. And where is it starting? Right there. Let's go ahead and start him up. And then this is field 6. Let's go ahead and save this course. Call that field 6 rake. Where is this guy going here? Oh my gosh, he has messed all of that up. What is he doing? Oh shoot, that's what he's doing. It was set to nearest waypoint instead of first waypoint. Ah. Well, that is not good there. Let me see if I can straighten out this a little bit. I don't know if it's going to pull it down off of that hill. That did pretty good. Alright, let's get that raised up. We'll get moved over here. Alright, so we're right there. First waypoint set. And now we'll turn him loose. Okay, so that's good to go. Let's go ahead and get some bales made up here. Now, if you notice in the baler, it is almost full of grass. So I'm not sure if that's going to change that bale to hay, or if it's going to come out as a grass bale. All right, let's see what happens here. It has turned into hay. Well, fantastic. So I think if I go ahead and try and get these headlands done, I don't want to drop the bales though, because I don't want him to run into the bales. So I'm going to have to stop picking up. Well, that's the end of the row right there. Let's see if we can get down here before this bale drops off the back of the baler. Here we go. That's good. What we'll try to do is keep these headland ends clear of bales. That way the rake, it's going to get into them if they're laying on the ground. There's no doubt about that. So I'm going to stop there, stop the baler, and go ahead and eject. Let that one fall off there. And then hopefully we can get all the way around over here before the next one's ready. But the thing is, I messed up. I have messed up. Let me go back over here where this other bale is, because I did not change the size of the bales. So these are all going to be much bigger than I wanted. So we'll just eject those there. And so that is at the 240 setting, which makes a Yeah, 8,000 liters. So we're going to change those down to the 180. That way we can mix with our silage and not have any problems. I'll go ahead and grab this row here. Of course, this is going to make more bales, but that's okay. What is this? What is this guy doing here? Don't think that is supposed to be happening. Let's see what this guy is trying to do here. What is he trying to do? I think he's supposed to be getting up here to this row. Yeah, I love Courseplay. Well, I do love Courseplay. It's actually really good. But sometimes it just doesn't quite work. Alright, he's going there. Let's get back in the tractor here. Alright, I'm going to stop it here, eject these bales. And then we'll go ahead and start around. He is having trouble turning around again. Look at that. I wonder if it's something to do with the headlands, because I only did one headland, so he's probably trying to back around, and that rake is just not letting him do it. Well, I'm gonna have to fiddle with that, try and figure it out, see what's going on. Then I'll try and get the rest of this baled up. So I got a lot to do, got a lot to work on. Next time, hopefully I have figured out how I want to go forward with the loader issue, and we'll have this baled up. We'll get these picked up. We need to think about making some TMR for the cows. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please be sure to click that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel or just hadn't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. If you will, that'd be greatly appreciated. As always, I thank you so much for watching and your continued support. I hope you all have a blessed day.